Hey guys, this is Dave with Moniology. Hope everyone is having a great day. Today is Monday, November 13th, 2017, and we're going to do our monthly uranium sector review. Bottom line is uranium is one of the best sectors from a long-term fundamental perspective, and it's been in doldrums for the last basically 6 to 12 months in terms of technicals. The sector's been absolutely crushed. But at the same time, since 2016, we've kind of been in an uptrend, and this last 6 to 12 months can be seen as a short-term correction from a grand perspective. Now, granted, if you held positions during this time, you've been absolutely crushed. We've been crushed. We've been stopped out of many of our positions. But what you'll see in this video is that things are starting to change, and we're not really sure why. We don't really care. But bottom line is, this looks to be the beginning of a major resumption of the uptrend that started in 2016. So that means that there are going to be 1000% type opportunities in many of these names. So stay tuned, and would love to hear your feedback. Okay, so take a look at the Global Uranium ETF URA. So what I was talking about here, since 2014 we were in this downtrend. Frankly, the downtrend was much longer, but for the purposes of this chart, we're downtrend since 2014. We broke out early 2017, and now we've corrected here. We've corrected here for better half of 6 months, and we found support at this breakout zone right over here, and we broke out of this particular corrective pattern, and now we found support right below this specific area that we found support multiple times over here in the past, and a major volume. The ETF broke out this last week, so that coincides with the MACDs now breaking above zero. The accumulation distribution line is starting to pick up on the weekly. That's a very bullish indicator, and most importantly of all, we broke above the 50 on the weekly RSI. Now, it's very important that this line holds over here, because otherwise it's just going to be construed as a fake out. But we think it will, and if it does, that's going to be proof and further evidence that it's starting to break higher. So from a short-term swing perspective, right now is a very good time to add, so long as we're above the middle Bollinger Band at 1347. From a longer-term perspective, you want to see this break out above 15. If it does, this could be the beginning of a major multi-month, multi-year move in the uranium sector. So with that in mind, let's take a look at some of the individual stocks that make up the URA and see if there's some opportunities. So, in no particular order, starting with Cameco, CCJ, one of the bases behind this particular move is that Cameco stopped a lot of their production, so that's something to consider. I'm going to draw a brief trend line here that I'm noticing here. If you draw it like this, we've been in a downtrend since 2017, and it looks like this is about ready to break higher. And here's another perspective on how it looks on RSI. So RSI has already broken above that trend line, as we've said many times that RSI 99 times out of 100 leads price, and it's broken out here already. So wouldn't be surprised that this trend line is taken out to the upside very soon, and there's some significant upside ahead. We think that 13 is most definitely going to be hit at some point within the next 12 months, and the break above this would certainly mark the beginning of a new uptrend in Cameco and the uranium leader altogether. Now, looking at some other names, Denison Mines, DNN. This has been in the doldrums since 2015. This is a highly leveraged play on uranium. If this can break above 60, and it certainly appears starting to do so, it has significant upside. 80 cents is definitely within reach, and possibly within a day of breaking above 60. You can see that sort of move. But notice it's above the 50 on the weekly RSI. If it holds that 50 zone and it holds this price point above the middle Bollinger Band at 46, that's going to be a sign that 60 is the next target, followed by 80. We like Denison here. The technicals look very strong. Encore Energy Group. If we only had a Canadian trading account, this was a Very, very, very constructive pattern. We've been pointing this out for several months now. It's been consolidating above that 4-cent zone, and it finally broke above and broke higher. Fortunately for those who still want to get in, it's still consolidating above right below the 50 EMA. But this is going to break, and this is going to run. This can move towards 15 cents. That's a 150% move that this can make very, very quickly. Our MACDs are firmly above zero now, and this is really being accumulated over the last couple of months despite the price drop. So tremendous upside here. This is probably our favorite name in terms of upside potential in the uranium space. Energy Fuels, quadruple U. This is another one that I'm just going to quickly adjust here based on what I'm seeing. So first of all, let's draw this line here, and let's extend this downtrend here. So notice again, this downtrend, let's get rid of this one. This downtrend here looks like it's and nearing completion, and if it does, we want to see break above $2. What likely will happen is it breaks above this, tags the two area, and then consolidates down above this trend line, and then makes a final move towards 3 and much higher in the not too distant future. But this chart looks like it has tremendous coiled technical potential. All right, so next on the list is Fission Uranium Corp, FCUUF. Another one that's been consolidating for the better half of 2 years, and it looks like it's starting to find some legs again. The MACDs are curling above zero. The accumulation line is starting to pick up, and so we want to see this break above 70 from a long-term perspective to confirm that this basing pattern is indeed over. Urg Uranium GXU.V. This is one that we really haven't covered, but it's been one that some users have requested to take a look at. Look at this move. It went from basically 17 cents all the way to 24 to almost hit a high of 27 cents over the last couple of weeks. MACDs are at multi-year highs, and that's a very, very important indicator that this is a very extremely bullish move. Don't be surprised to see 44 cents or basically a double from here within the next coming weeks. This is very, very good and strong technical pattern here. Mega Uranium, one of our favorites, based on it's a shell company for Next Gen Energy. This is one that's starting to break out here, and don't be surprised to see 25 cents in the not too distant future. It's got tremendous potential with the MACDs curling above zero, and if it just gets some volume underneath this one, this can really, really fly. So we really like this, and as a disclosure, we do own some. Next Gen Energy is the company that MGAFF holds, and basically it's got probably the best fundamentals in the entire sector. It's been basing here for the last basically for all of 2017, releasing great fundamental news after fundamental news, and it hasn't been moving. Frankly, it's been moving down, but look at this volume over the last couple of weeks. It's been tremendous, and MACDs are about to curl above zero, and this one looks ready to go. So from a longer term perspective, you want to see this break $3 to confirm in the next run higher, but in the short run, it looks poised to hit $3. And so we really like Next Gen. Sky Harbor Resources, it's been kind of a beautiful move since 2016 from a low of 0.0, basically from 5 cents all the way to a high of 54. Powerful move. It's been consolidating for the better part of 2017. Looks like this one's getting ready to run as well. Why do we say that? Well, the MACDs are curling back above zero. It's making a higher low here, and the accumulation starting to pick up. If this breaks above 40, look out. This one can really fly. Your URG, Uranium Energy, another one that's had some very good price action. The price pattern is basically the same as URA. Downtrend since 2014, breakout, consolidation, breakout, finding support here at the 50-cent zone. Our next price target is 90 cents from a long-term perspective, with the MACDs now closing above zero. A couple more. UEC, one of the best managed companies in the sector. It's been quite volatile here, basically consolidating between $1 and $2, but now it looks like it's ready to run. It broke above this downtrend here in RSI, and we think the next logical target is $2, followed by $3. And if the sector really starts to run, this one has some significant upside potential. Look at the MACDs getting ready to cross above zero, so some very nice upside ahead there. Western Uranium, WSTRF. Well, it's got some potential as well here. It's rallied from 65 cents to 89. It's consolidating below the middle of the Bollinger Band. MACDs are now crossed above zero. So this a rising tide lifts all boats. Don't know about the fundamentals here, but looks like things are ready to move higher here as well, with a price target of 1 followed by 120 on this particular name. And then finally on this list is Westwater Resources, formerly URRE. It's been absolutely crushed here. Wouldn't touch this with a 10-foot pole until it breaks above that 125, 128 area, which is the middle Bollinger Band. Who knows? I really don't know the fundamentals. Is there too much debt or whatnot? But ultimately, based on what I've been reading, they've got some very good properties, but stock just keeps getting crushed. It's very volatile, probably the most volatile stock in the sector. And so if it can break above 128, then this can really run. But until then, I wouldn't touch this one. There's too much risk there. Anyway, guys, uranium is the sector you want to be really, really strongly looking at. You should own some. You should be adding to the positions you own. And if you don't own it, you definitely want to start initiating longs very soon. So anyways, guys, have a great rest of the week. Good luck with your trading. Please do follow us on StockTwits at Moniology, Twitter at Moniology, and for those of you who haven't done so already, please do support our Patreon campaign on Patreon. There will be a link in the show notes. That'll help us create better videos and better content more often, and also hire technical analysts to do videos with different type of perspectives. $10 a month can go a long way. Thanks, guys, and enjoy your week.